everyone. Happy New Year. This is Robyn. Welcome back to mypinkstamper.com. Thanks so much for taking a little bit out of your day and spending it with me. I have a super quick and super cute project for you today. I'm going to be spotlighting the new Brushed Blooms stamp set with the coordinating bundle, or the coordinating dies. I'll have the name of it on the screen. And these are from our brand new 2021 mini catalog. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You can find everything you see today directly on my shopping page, shop.mypinkstamper.com. But I'll also have the description with the direct links in the description box and at the very end of this video if you would like to recreate this project on your own. Okay, so let's jump right in. And we're going to be using the Stampin Scrub and Mist in between as we're making our background. You're going to be cleaning off your background stamp, which is super fun. This is one of my favorite cards, although it's one of the most simpler. I'm not even editing that out. It's one of the more simple cards that I've made during the break. So I took about a week and a half off of work, but that doesn't mean I stopped stamping, right? Because I love what I do so much that I have to keep playing with my goodies. So I'm going to grab a background piece of paper, but this one was created super fast and I actually made a bunch of them. So some of my customers watching this today will be receiving one of these cards in their thank you package, which will be really fun to get. Okay, so let's start with our Bermuda Bay, and I'll have the item code on the screen as well, just to make it super easy for you. And I'll kind of get everything out of the way so it doesn't gunk up the feed. All right, so we're using the Bermuda Bay, and I'm using this brush stroke right here. And I'm going to, as close to the center as I can, I'm going to put it just right there. So now I'm going to take the Stampin Scrub and Mist. It's super easy to clean. I've already sprayed it with the mist. One side wet, one side dry, and now it's ready for the next color. So I'm going to put this away. And now I'm going to use the gorgeous Grape Ink Pad. And I'm going to just look through the clear block, just leave a little bit of a white space, clean it off. And now I'm ready for the next color, which is my favorite color, Melon Mambo. This is my favorite color, pink, and it's actually close to my color for my my branding for all of my gear and my blog. All right, so I have the pink on there, the Melon Mambo, and I need to put more of my Stampin' Cleaner on here. And to clean off your Stampin' Scrub, you just rinse it under water. I use the bathroom sink that's next to my office, and I just sometimes put a little bit of soap on here, and I just rinse it until it runs clear. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this like this because it's easier for me to stack it on top of each other. And because I'm doing that, I'm going to also turn my stamp upside down. And we're going to be using Granny Apple Green. Stamp that right there, and then I'm going to clean it off. Really good because we're using the lightest color last. Sometimes you can tell you need to clean your scrub if your stamps are a little bit kind of muddy after you've cleaned them. So I usually rinse mine off about once a week, and I stamp a lot. Okay, there we go. There's our Daffodil Delight. I forgot to mention that color, Daffodil Delight. All right, and I might as well clean this off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our black Tuxedo Black Memento Ink Pad. And I'm going to take the sentiment that says just because. I wanted an all occasion card. And it says just because, and it's going to go right here, just because. And now I'm going to set that aside just for a second. Okay, now we're doing a little more stamping. We're going to be stamping, we're going to pull out the Melon Mambo again, and I'm stamping on, I forgot to tell you, this is Whisper White Cardstock, and it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then we're also going to be stamping on the Whisper White right here with the Melon Mambo ink. So I'm using this flower, and then I'm also going to use these 3 leaves. Okay. I know a lot of you like to recreate these with me, so I like to make it super clear. If you're new to my videos, welcome again. And don't forget to click the little subscribe button, and then also click the bell, and then you'll be notified when I have a new video for you. And typically my videos, I usually film about 2 to 3 a week. So there's lots of free content for you. Now I'm going to be using the Granny Apple Green ink again, but this time I'm using it on a Granny Apple cardstock. And I want to make sure I don't put this too close to the edge because there'll be a stem on here. Now, we're going to use one of my favorite machines that Stampin' Up! Has, and it is the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss. If you don't have a cutter yet, this is a really great die cutter for you. And I'm going to put these on here. And now I'm just going to grab the dies, the one that frames around the flower, and then the one that frames around the leaves right here, the leaf trio. Okay, so this one, there's a nice flat space right here, and then there's a flat part of the flower, so I know that that's going to frame on there perfectly like that. And then I'm going to put these with the 3 leaves like that. I'll just put my clear plate on top, and then I'll run it through. And that is all I am using the die cut machine for. Now I have a little flower, and I have a scrap that I can use later. And then I have my leaves right here. See how easy that was? And we're going to do something else really fun using this Vellum cardstock. And then I'm using the 2 1/4 inch circle punch. I'm just going to turn it upside down and punch it out like that. And now I'm going to take our Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to put a little of this adhesive on the back right. And that's just going to kind of pick up the leaf trio like that. I'm going to turn this over again, and I'm going to add a little bit more adhesive, and then I'm going to put this directly on my vellum circle. Now that's ready to go. Now we're going to put this card together, and I wanted it to be super simple. Now if you wanted to, this is what I'm using for my card base. You could switch it out and use any of these colors if you wanted to have a bright and happy card base. This is the Whisper White cardstock, and I cut it at 4 1/4 by 11 inches. And now I'm just going to fold it in half using the Stampin' Up! Bone folder. And I will turn this piece over, and I'll add some adhesive. Little goes a long way with the Seal Plus. And I'm going to add it right here. And this gives me just kind of a beveled look, like a nice little frame. And then we'll take this flower here, and I'm going to use some of our Stampin Dimensionals. I'm going to use 3. So I'll kind of space them out a little bit, but you don't want them to be over the vellum because then you'll see it on the other side, and you don't want to see it on the other side. All right, and I'm just going to put this right over the center one, and I have a nice simple card, but I'm going to touch it up just a little bit. I'm going to take our, let me grab a background piece of paper again. I'm going to use our Wink of Stella, and this just has a little bit of glitter. It's clear glitter, and I'm just going to add it on the parts of the flower that have the Melon Mambo. It will run, if you get into the white spot, it'll pull the ink out into that area, so just kind of add it where the color is. And then you have a nice shimmery look. I'm not sure if you can see that, if the light's catching it right there. There we go. And that is my project for you today. You can find more of my tutorials, my weekly giveaways, and my new online class pre-order information directly on my blog, mypinkstamper.com. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.